Hello, everybody. This is Cody Bateman. Welcome to a special edition of our Relationship Marketing Podcast show. Very, very excited for the guests that we have on our show today, coming from the network marketing industry. So I love the fact that on this show we feature professionals from many different sales and marketing organizations. And the network marketing industry is very near and dear to my heart. As most of you know, I own a network marketing company and involved with the ANMP, Association of Network Marketing Professionals. I've had the chance to meet this couple and to hear them speak and hear them talk. Just incredible couple. So I do want to introduce them, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about them. First of all, we have Ron Forrester and Leslie Hocker, who are married, and they've been in business together for a long time. So Ron and Leslie, welcome to our show today.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much. We're excited.
I love your Southern accent coming to us from Houston, Texas. That beautiful portrait behind you. Some of us will see this show. Some of us watching or hearing will see this show on YouTube, and so they're able to see you. Many will just download a podcast and just hear the audio of it. But for those on audio, you know, it's this beautiful couple in a very, very nice place with a beautiful flower portrait behind them. This must be where you do your meetings all the time. It's really super cool, professional.
We're really fortunate. We live in the woods, in the woodlands, and our house is flipped. So our whole upstairs is open with floor-to-ceiling windows. And we're sitting actually in our conference room, which also substitutes as a dining room.
Wow.
We have a great big conference table. It works out great. So we have a lot of fun. It's the one place we didn't have a window behind us, so you could actually see our faces.
Well, it does seem very bright and vibrant there, so that's really great. Let me tell our guests a little bit about the two of you. Ron has been in network marketing. First of all, your top income earners right now in a company called Neora. Ron has been in network marketing for 38 years. Leslie, you've been in network marketing for 35 years. You both met through network marketing. Have known each other for 29 years, worked together for 25 years, been married for 21 years. So congratulations on all of that. In network marketing, a lot of our accomplishments are featured in terms of income earned, which is different in the network marketing industry than a lot of others. So in network marketing, there's always reference to money earned. Lifetime earnings of $23 million, which is substantial. That probably puts you in the top 2%, maybe top 1% of network marketing earners over the years. Ron started as a spare time associate in 1980 while working as a pharmacist. He built his first organization producing an income that was multiples of his pharmacist annual income. He likes to say at 36 years old, he was able to retire forever from corporate America. Leslie was a corporate executive in the oil and gas industry before she discovered network marketing. She's also a business coach, a certified NLP trainer by Robbins Research, a member of the ANMP, and also helped her company launch, her current company launch in 2011. Last year, Ron was named as one of the top 100 influencers in network marketing at the ANMP. I actually witnessed that, which congratulations. They are their current company's top income earners, earning several $1 million over the last several years. It's kind of funny in your notes. It says, how did they do that? How have they maintained top income? And they say through building relationships and helping others succeed. So I'm sure that that'll be a key thing that we'll talk a little bit about today. You know, Zig Ziglar has the famous quote where he says, you know, you can get anything you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want. I know you know that quote well, and you live that quote, and you've done it for years. Tell us a little bit about both of you. I'd like both of your perspectives. Tell us a little bit about your business philosophy. What is your overall business philosophy for success?
Since you know Zig, do you want to go first?
Well, actually,
because we both have, that's why we ended up working together first, because we both have the same philosophy. So
I actually met Zig in 1969
Wow.
in Charlotte. He was, at that time, he was a big success salesman in the high-end pots and pans and waterless cookware. And Paul Meyer introduced me to him. And I never will forget that it's some conversation we were having, because I lived in Charlotte. Some conversation we were having, he said that quote to me. And what he said to me was, Ron, you can't help but get what you want if you help another people get what they want. And that stuck with me. Subsequent to that, I met Jim Rohn in 1974, and his philosophy just dovetailed in there, and all of them were saying the same thing, and it fit my personality. It fit my internal motivators, because as a pharmacist, I'm wanting to help people. And so observing people in this world, not just in this industry, but in this world, the more people that help people get ahead in life in many different ways, we're always somewhat at a higher level than those that didn't. And so I developed my philosophy from that, from my parents also, who were great. They were great help for anybody around. And so that just fit me really well. And in 1980, I was very fortunate. The person that got me into this industry was Bill Britt. And he told me, you know, if you work and help people, then you'll be successful. And so I have a little thing in training. Whenever I'm training people, I ask them that if you're system dependent, you can have success in anything, because that's how we all have success in everything we do, is we plug into a system that was laid in place before we ourselves engaged in whatever that field is or that endeavor is. And I ask people, you know, how would you walk through a minefield if you had to? And unfortunately, most of the time they say very carefully. That's the wrong answer. If you put your footstep into footstep, if you looked and saw a path going across a minefield and you didn't see a big hole at the end of that path, you would put your foot in that footprint and walk across that minefield. And that's everything that we do. Everything is, every new endeavor for us is a minefield. Never done it before. We follow a system and it happens. So I was very fortunate in the very beginning to get plugged into how to be successful in this arena, in this marketing model, because Bill taught me a lot. And then I had coaches that had the same philosophy as we're talking about, Zig and Jim and Bill and a number of others that had the same philosophy. And if you listen, you do that, you can't help but have success. I met her. I knew her before she knew me. I was in another company, and she was sidelined to me, and I was really having a lot of fun.
And so for those of you that don't know network marketing, that means we're in different organizations within the company.
Right.
I was having a lot of fun in that company, and somebody said her name to me twice. And then I happened to be...
I was a rising star.
Yeah, I was a rising star. I was very successful in that company.
He was the top earner.
So when they said her name to me, that we happened to have a training not but a couple of months later, and she trained on the stage, and everything that she said, I sit back there with my mouth open, saying, wow, that's exactly what everybody else that has success is training. And if these people in this audience will listen to her, they'll be great and have success. And so we set up a good friendship, and there's a clue, you know, a friendship.
Then the relationship developed. So,
well, let's listen to Leslie for a second. I want to. It's kind of the same question, but a little bit different. We do have a lot of listeners that are involved with network marketing and understand the model. And we have a lot of listeners that are not involved with network marketing and don't understand the model. In fact, they have preconceived ideas about the model that probably are not correct. As you know, that's how it is out in the real world out there. So you have a philosophy from Zig Ziglar, from the quote, just help other people and you get what you want. So put other people first, help other people first. Leslie, if you could just expand on that, how network marketing, I believe, is a model that's literally built around that philosophy. Like, it's one of the few industries, in my opinion, it's one of the few industries that really reward that philosophy. Can you talk to us about that, how that works in that?
Sure, I would be happy to. And you're right, there's a lot of misconceptions about the model. And in our introduction, you shared that I come from the oil and gas industry. So just, very quickly to connect with people is I went to school, I got a degree. That's what my parents, they wanted me to, the American dream or the, global dream. Went to school, got a degree so I could get a good job. I graduated, I worked really hard, worked my way to the executive level. And that's where I figured out, wait a minute, this model is win-lose. In order for me to win, someone else has to lose. And that came at the same time as I realized I'm going to work in the dark, coming home in the dark, working weekends. I love this. It's fun. It was exciting as a young woman. And I got to the executive level pretty fast because I came out of school before the oil embargo in the late 70s. So now you know my age. And our products work. Hopefully I look
right,
young.
exactly.
And so what ended up happening was initially it was all about me and my time freedom. And I was very fortunate on understanding this model because in the oil and gas industry, I negotiated deals and to get wells drilled, and then I got an override on every deal. And I actually still have some very small override checks coming in. So I understood that concept of building a book of business or a residual income or creating the work and then benefiting. And so what happened after I started having success in relationship marketing, I realized, wait a minute, I can help other people have this success. And that's when you really understand that this model is a teamwork business of working together, of helping people. It's a referral business. We all do it. And it's funny because I tell people that Facebook proved word of mouth marketing works, because this is really, we call it an industry, Cody, but I like to refer to it as just a method of moving products or services into the marketplace, because it's different than traditional business. So in corporate, traditional business was win-lose. This model is win-win. And it's funny, when I work with traditional business owners, they're always asking me, why are you helping me? Why would you want to help me? And I laugh and say, it does you no good just to sign up with us. If we only win when you win. That's the way the model's built. And Ron mentioned Paul J. Meyer, who was the billionaire, considered the grandfather of personal development. And I'm really blessed because in corporate, because I was a young woman and I'm like the 5th or 6th female to get the degree that I have, I had to start working on myself. So I had a lot of things, and I was an athlete. I know where you got all this info on us, but it was fun listening to it. I was an athlete, and so I set goals, I did all those things, I worked on myself, and when I graduated, I stopped doing that. When I got involved in network marketing, I realized that I needed to grow myself, to grow my business. And so personal development, that's how that whole journey. I met Anthony Robbins because he joined my very first company in the mid 80s. Wow. And so
just so our audience understands, the network marketing concept is about moving products or services yourself, and then recruiting others to move the same products and services, and then they recruit others to move the product and services, and we're simply there to help. So as an upline is like if I sponsored you, well, let's say you sponsored me into a business, you would be my upline, you'd be my sponsoring upline, and now I'm in the organization, and then I sponsor somebody, I would be their upline. So your job is to mentor and coach me. My job is to mentor and coach who I recruited, and so on and so on. And that is the elementary version of how the network marketing concept works. And that's, Leslie, what you're referring to as far as win-win. I mean, that's truly a setup of win-win, because you don't succeed unless someone else succeeds. In fact, it's actually better to get somebody in your downline that's better than you. Now, what other industry? Yeah. If you get people better than you, then you can go to North Carolina and mess around more, you know, you get truly more residual income, right?
Yes, you're always looking for people that are better than yourself. And that's also the relationship pieces that, you know, in life, one of the things that I did learn from Tony is you're either green and growing or you're ripe and rotten. And, you know, just working and playing our way through growing ourselves, helping other people. Paul Meyer really instilled in us the developing people piece, is
right.
Working with people, helping them. That for me, you already had that from Zig, but for me,
and from Paul too.
Paul J. Myers, you know, just amazing in his, you know, really comes down to, Cody, your company, people are very blessed to have you, because you have, and the same with, you know, the company owner for Neora, Jeff Olson, which is all about helping people be the best they could be. And really, when you work on that, so I know your organization's very blessed because that's your philosophy as well.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm a big fan of Jeff Olson. I've followed him for years, and he does amazing work. In fact, I've listened to many of his tapes over the years and whatnot, and he's a true veteran, credible veteran of our industry. So a great person to be in business with for sure. So Ron, I want to kind of go back here. We throw out a bunch of names and titles about this industry. We talk about it as MLM or multi-level marketing. We talk about it as network marketing. You even referred a little bit early that the better reference of it, both of you did, is it's actually relationship marketing. So it's interesting that you actually refer to your network marketing model itself as relationship marketing. So
yes, we do.
Tell us that. Yeah, why? So when did you start referring to it as that, and why?
Well, in the evolution of the industry,
Of the model.
Of the model. Initially, it was in multi-level marketing, MLM, then network marketing, and then about 8 years ago or so, relationship marketing came on the scene as what it was referred to as. And I'd mentioned to you earlier that that's a better descriptor, because just like you pointed out a few minutes ago, the whole model works on you developing people. And people trust you more whenever you are in relationships with them.
When you show them you care.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Our business is at the level it is because of the fact that, one, just like we mentioned earlier, help people get what they want, you'll get what you want. Two, the model of the win-win. We work with people for them to realize their dreams, and there comes the relationship. We work with them, continue to work with them, and over time, that relationship is solidified and develops into a trusting situation, and people know that they can count on you. That's probably one of the biggest things about it, Cody. People begin to understand they can count on you. Because it's been my observation that in corporate, which I was in corporate for quite some time as a pharmacist, you really couldn't count on somebody because they were looking to replace you.
Right.
They were looking to get your job.
Right.
They were looking to be promoted over you, that kind of thing. In networking, relationship marketing, we're working to help those people become the best they can be. And in doing that, then we get paid for our effort, paid for training, paid for our efforts of helping them. And it goes back to what Zig said, help enough people get what they want, you can get what you want. So relationship marketing, the word relationship, I think describes what this model is better than anything. Because Leslie mentioned something a few minutes ago. She said, we do it all the time. We refer people to some kind of product or service. People that trust us, and a book, a new movie, a restaurant, and they'll go experience whatever it is we suggested.
And when you say we get paid to train, we get paid because of referrals.
Yes.
Because we're helping people.
Because we're helping people.
Well, yeah, it's powerful. You know, this conversation is interesting because you're referring to relationship marketing as a business model.
Absolutely.
That is network marketing. I own a company called Send Out Cards, which is a network marketing company, or as you would say, a relationship marketing company. But we refer to relationship marketing as a system for traditional business. So we actually go out to the real estate agent, the insurance person, the mortgage person, anybody in any other type of field where they're representing a product or a service. And we talk about relationship marketing as a philosophy and a system on how to treat your friends, how to treat your database, how to treat your prospects, how to treat your new customer, how to treat your existing customer, building relationships at a customer, at a non-customer level, a prospect level, and then a customer level.
All
and
of those.
And how that generates referral business to come back through the pipeline for you. Some of our biggest users are actually real estate agents. I mean, we're huge in the real estate industry. Real estate people use us. They've also, many of them have joined our network marketing model for another stream of income. But lots of realtors use our product to follow up with their clients with greeting cards and gifts and to create that relationship.
My sister-in-law is actually she has been she's a photographer, professional. She does a great job. And she actually uses Send Out Cards in conjunction with her photography business. So,
and what you described is exactly true. A relationship marketing is across any segment of the marketplace. People are going to do business with who they know, like, and trust.
Yep.
And you have to build that relationship so that they do business with you. You can't, sales over the years, if you call on prospects, sales over the years, I've noticed many times, I've been in sales myself, making that first call, probably not going to get a sale, but going back, and doing other things that doesn't have anything to do with selling of the product. Just exactly like what your company does. Building that relationship.
We say simple things like, hey, say thank you to somebody and just say thank you. Say happy birthday to somebody in a greeting card or whatever, and just say happy birthday. Don't ask for business. Don't ask for referral. I used to say all the time in our early seminars that I would conduct, I would say, don't ask for the referral, deserve it. And it was funny because we had a lot of real estate agents. See what I mean? We had a lot of real estate agents that came through those courses, and they had just been through these real estate sales courses where it talked about asking for referrals, like all these examples about why they should be asking for referrals. And they come to my event, and the first thing I say is, don't ask for a referral, deserve it. Boy, I had hands go, whoa, wait a minute. No, I don't agree. And so it turned into a big discussion. But let's talk about that. Don't ask for a referral, deserve one. I've watched you two, and I've heard a lot about you two through the industry. Um, you're those kind of people. It's you may ultimately ask others if they know people that want to get into your business, but there's a lot of people that just call you because they know that you want to help people. In other words, you don't really have to ask for referrals. You deserve them. Therefore, they're just coming to you. So what kind of things have you done in your career to make it so referrals just show up instead of you having to go out and pitch them?
Wow.
I'll tell you one right now that we did yesterday.
Okay.
Leslie and I love to celebrate birthdays. Okay. And so yesterday, we called a person, it was their birthday. And as soon as they answered the phone, we sing happy birthday to them. You know, nothing expected or anything like that, just celebrating their birthday.
And we promise not to give up our day jobs.
Yeah.
To sing people happy birthday. But we just have people love that.
Yeah.
We go out of our way to treat people out of our way. We don't even go out of our way. It's just a natural, it's an innate part of us where we treat people good.
I will say it's interesting you say that. There's a sister company to Neora. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but all of your listeners can go. It's free. And it's all the latest neuroscience research on success, which shows happiness comes first, gratitude. It's a website called livehappy.com, and Jeff started it his own money just because he wanted to give back and bring all of that together. And so we don't even really have to think about deserving it anymore because we have such a culture that we've built of giving back.
Giving.
We really have a culture of giving back, making a difference. Those are really some things that when you get up in the morning, what am I grateful for? And when you go through your day, when you start out your day like that, and you go through your day like that, then you tend to look for ways that you can pay it forward. You could do something to pay it forward, to do something fun, or pay for the person's coffee behind you in the Starbucks line, or the toll booth, or just doing things like that. And really, in this model, when you have a culture of that, of connecting and building people, it comes back to you. And I don't know how to explain that. And we could go off into a whole other conversation about, that will come back to you. But that really is our philosophy of just having fun. I like to see if I can make people smile.
It's simple law of attraction. What you send out is what comes back to you, right? So
yeah.
She walks in the room, people just light up.
I do my best.
One of the things that we do, Cody, is all those accolades you gave us on the front end. It's wonderful to hear from a peer. Okay, it's wonderful to hear that. Honestly, though, whenever our downline people that's in our organization, our team give us the same kind of accolades, we're real quick to say, we're not the deal. We're not. We've been in this industry a long time. We've been practicing a long time. We should be successful. The real deal is you, person giving us the compliment, because we know that, particularly if that's their first time, that they agonized over it, they thought over it, they wondered whether or not they could do it, and would they get the help and all this kind of stuff. So they made a big decision. That's the big deal. And so we're quick to say, we're just here representing you.
And we've built relationships with people.
With those people.
I mean, that really is why relationship marketing, I didn't realize that you all described it as a system, but it really is your business.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're connecting with people, you're helping people, and that's what this model is. You'll go a lot farther in life, and consequently in this business model of relationship marketing, by connecting with people and helping them where they want help, because not everybody is in it for most people aren't in it just for money. It's for being able to connect and have a better life.
Yeah. One of the things I've noticed in this industry, in the network marketing, or as you call it, relationship marketing industry, and it's really cool. What's really cool is recognition is a big deal in this profession. And we do a lot of recognizing people's accomplishments. We have them come up on the stage, we stand and we cheer for people. It's a big deal, you know, and you work hard, you gain accomplishments, and you get rewarded for it by the recognition. And let's face it, everybody that's breathing today wants to be recognized for, especially when they're working hard at something and accomplishing. Recognition is important to everybody. So the thing that I think, though, is the coolest about this industry is, and I talk about it all the time with our group, it's great to win the award yourself. It's great to get the rank advancement yourself. It's great to get the, you know, be a part of some special elite VIP group yourself. And then you get to go up on the stage and all the fuss is made about you and whatnot. But what's even greater? Let me ask you, what's even better than you getting on the stage? What's better?
Your
The people that
getting on
you
the
helped.
stage.
You know, I knew that you would answer that way because of who you are. I knew exactly. So, and it really is like, it's getting the accolades yourself is cool, but seeing someone you work with get the accolades, I mean, it's
Better.
literally 10 times.
Better.
Way
It's
better.
Way better.
Now, what other industry does that exist in?
It
Again,
doesn't.
right.
And that's why, you know, that corporate background, as I said, the easiest way I can describe it is win-lose. And this model is win-win because you help people and it helps you. I mean, it's.
As a matter of fact, if you don't help people, you will not win.
Yeah, and that's really, Cody, I would say if you don't build relationships, if you try to do it all yourself in this model, you won't have the same success. So really, we do teach people to build relationships, connect with people, help them, even when it looks like it may not be benefiting you. And I think that's probably one thing that we've done is we just, you know, work with a team to develop leaders and help them learn how to connect with people and then empower those people. And then they build relationships. And so it's, then you can go on to other people. So it's not all about us. It's about helping other people.
Absolutely. So I want to talk to you about, because again, I think we all, you and my staff and all of you guys, your staff, the people that are behind you, all of us have a huge desire to elevate this profession of network marketing, to make it better, to make it bigger, to get more into mainstream, our mainstream society, to be respected. And there's some things that are really necessary for us to do within the profession in order to be considered a profession. You know, we say all the time, we're not an industry, we're a profession. Well, you have to earn the right to be a profession. You know, and part of that earning the right to be a profession is you need to be professional. And there are some challenges in the network marketing industry, and I do want to talk about it. This is one of those controversial things, but it's so important to have, you know, to have the courage to discuss it openly so that people can understand. So in network marketing, it's what's an interesting concept. You join a company. So first of all, I'm a company owner, so this may sound biased, I don't know, but it's just reality. If you join, you cannot do network marketing without joining an entity, a company. Is that, am I right so far?
So far.
Well,
so a company has to exist.
I was going to say, Cody, I think the way I describe it for people, since I'm in the field, is it's a partnership.
Right.
The company's supplying some things and you're supplying your skills to build relationships and connect with people.
Right. Okay. So it's all a necessary part of the chain.
Yes.
And the top of the chain is the company that supplies the product and the services and the culture and some of the training. And then it partners with independent representatives like yourself, who then partner with other independent representatives, who then partner with others, and it creates this chain of people. But you're not the only chain. like you mentioned earlier on the call, you know, network marketing is about multiple organizations that come from corporate. So corporate starts, and you might join and you build your organization. That's a leg. That's a leg out of the company. Some other superstar may start another organization and build another leg out of the business. And there's multiple legs coming out of the business. And that's kind of how the system works. Here's the challenge. The challenge is sometimes people forget that you're part of a bigger organization. Sometimes people get into network marketing thinking that, well, I joined and I brought all these people. And while I was there, I met all these other people and they all love me on Facebook. They love me when I teach and when I train. So therefore, they're my friends now. And now I decide to bounce and go join another company. And somehow I have the right to all of those people. And so they start to try to recruit people into something else to take them away from the business that they started with. And they disparage the company they came from for the mere point of trying to get them to come somewhere else. I'm sorry, but until we figure out how to fix this, how to clean this up, we cannot be considered a profession. So and I'm sorry, I get a little passionate about this subject, and I know you're passionate about it too, so I brought it up. So talk to us about that. What can we do to clean this up? How do we get through people's minds that it's not your organization? It's not. You're part of it. Part of it's your organization, but you're part of a bigger picture. It's not all about you, my friend. It's a bigger picture of people. And when you bounce and go somewhere else and try to bring everybody with you, you hurt other people, period. So anyways, I'm done. You can talk about it.
Well, we both agree with everything you said. And it is a challenge. And it's really comes down to people's ethical integrity. So, you know, this model as a DSA, direct selling association, there are ethics. There's professional guidelines, but just logically, really, in my perception, just logically, if people really think about it, I never would have met these people if it wasn't for the company. So these people don't, you know, belong to me. And truthfully, because we've left companies, but we left the people behind because
whenever you recruit somebody into a company, Cody, everybody does the same thing. They tell them that what we're doing is we are turning their dreams back on. The people that we're talking to and bringing into a company, the prospects that we're talking with, we're making them dream again. And we're telling them that this vehicle, this company, these products is the vehicle that can help you realize your dreams. And then down the road, as you said, you're going to bounce. And all of a sudden we say, oops, we're wrong about that. This product wasn't what would help your dreams. This one is. Well, what happens just then is you've destroyed their dreams again. When we recruit people into this business, this industry, or this profession, whatever description you want to say on it,
careful.
You got to realize you got a responsibility.
Yes.
And the minute they sign up, you have a responsibility. And that responsibility is to help them realize what it is that they turned back on. And be guided by what their dream is, not what yours is. Now, Leslie mentioned something a few minutes ago, and you mentioned about people leaving companies. There's right ways and wrong ways to do it. I've left 2 companies, you know, but I left. I didn't know how much was my upline, and I said, I'm leaving.
For your own reasons. And
I'm leaving. There's nothing you can do to stop me from leaving. These people are yours now. They're your responsibility to train and help them realize their dreams. And I left because I had confidence enough in myself that I knew I could build another organization. And I really don't know how to tell anybody that grow some integrity, you know. It's hard to do because if they don't have it internally, are they going to do it? you and I, and you mentioned several people's names a few minutes ago that are associated with ANMP, whom I have a high degree of respect for everybody, Garrett and Tom and everybody else there. We're trying to get people to realize it. And if we can get the word out to enough of our people to go to the ANMP and they see this happening on the stage, and I know what's happening in the back, you know, maybe we can make a difference. If we preach it, like I did a little 5-minute video. If we preach it
and practice it,
because we have to set the example. And
I think that part of our challenges is people thinking, well, yes, it's your own business, and you've got a center of influence in people that you brought. And yeah, those people, those are your connections. But it really stops there, because there's a responsibility for all of us to work together to raise the profession, to raise the awareness in the network marketing profession that it is a business of people helping people, and you can't just go crash on their dreams. Because here's what I've seen. Here's the reality for people, and those of people listening that have been involved in the model of relationship marketing and network marketing, you know that most often when you try to go into a company, we call, raid someone else's organization, those people end up in 6 months. Their dreams are dead. They end up not going anywhere. They're confused. They have no clue. You're much better off starting with new people. When we started our current company, when we started in Neora, we hadn't been building for 6 years. And so, it was a new company at the time, and our friends laughed at us, and all our peers are company owners or top distributors, and they're like, you're crazy, new company, what are you doing? And not really, new companies are a little bit crazy to do it.
Yeah,
so for those people that think new and being in the very beginning, that's not the deal. So we had to start from scratch. And that's when Ron said the success we've had here is because we've been practicing a long time, working to be a professional, working to build relationships, working to help people. And because we had friends in other companies, we could call them and go, okay, we haven't done this in a while, give us some tips. What do you see's changed? Because we are professionals and we do help each other. We do work together. Some of your top people we know and respect. So that's what a profession is. Wendy's builds next to McDonald's and they're happy.
Right.
Saltgrass here in Texas, Saltgrass Steakhouse builds next to Landry's. I mean, they want to help each other.
Right. Well, it is an amazing profession that we're in, and we all have a passion to protect it, to make it better. And these are just some of the things that I think is important. And again, at the end of the day, the underlying message is it's all about relationships. You don't ever want to do anything that jeopardizes relationship. I, as a company owner in the network marketing profession, I have a responsibility to protect the organization. You mentioned some of our top income earners. You didn't mention by name, but I would like a Jordan Adler. You know Jordan Adler well, I'm sure. He's our top rep and sent out cards. I have, as a company owner, a responsibility to protect his organization. So when people come and they bounce and they do things to pull people from his or anybody's organization that could possibly have effect on his residual income, the company has a responsibility to protect the integrity of that downline. So we simply, in most companies, I'm sure our policies and procedures are probably very similar to yours. A lot of it comes from the same place. And all we do is enforce the policy and procedure. And it's just amazing in today's day and age with social media and everything else, when the company does that, and then the lashback that happens because we're simply enforcing policies that protect our people's residual income. How can you talk about, hey, join us and earn an opportunity to have residual income where you could build an organization and money will come in whether you go to work or not. You can go to the beach, like Jordan says, and have beach money. And you can have all this residual coming in year after year. how can you preach that and then turn around and do something that will take away from that opportunity for somebody else? Does that make sense?
Only if
And
you have no integrity, can you do
or
that.
no confidence in yourself.
So maybe we should say some of that on Facebook is fake news.
right.
We should say quite a bit
of it.
It's fake news.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the network
absolutely.
marketing profession. Some of it
Yeah, for sure.
inflated for people's own agenda. So really
Yeah.
it comes down to connecting with people and helping them. And I found that when you do that, they tend to off stage. When you do that, not just from the front of the room, when you connect with people and you build those relationships, then they know they can trust you. And it's the same. You've created an environment with your company, just as we have with ours, of people helping people.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you, we could go on all day long. There's so many things I'd like to ask both of you, but typically the way I like to close these podcasts is I kind of like to give you the floor. I've asked questions, you've answered, we've formed discussion, but I always like to end the show by giving you the floor so each of you or both of you together can talk about anything you want to talk about. Golden nuggets from two of the top professionals in the network marketing profession with a very successful company. Close us out with just some of your golden nuggets for personal development, for building a business, for creating relationships. Floor is now yours. Go ahead.
Okay, who's going first? Okay, so what I would say, the biggest, the thing that I like to work with people on is building your vision. And globally, you look at the Asians, and they tend to build 100-year, 300-year vision. And in the Western world, we tend just to maybe look at this week, next month, maybe next year. And I would just encourage you to really think about what it is that you want out of life, and that you can have it all. You can, as long as you connect with people, build relationships, build your dream, and help other people build their dreams. I would just say dream bigger. We talk about that all. Dream bigger, sooner. And just have fun and help people. I think the biggest thing that's been an advantage for me is I try not to take myself too seriously, and I'm a constant student. So I'm always learning, always working to grow myself. And when I got to one level, then I realized, okay, I got to grow myself a little bit more to get to the next level. And then I want to grow myself so I can help other people get to that level. So it's really a continuous, the thing for me that has created the success is having a vision and then working on myself daily and investing in growing myself so that I can help other people. So that would be
fantastic. Love it.
I'm going to go to the nuts and bolts of the business. Since Leslie went through the theory,
it's not theory. I do personal development daily. See, you can tell we're married, right?
The big picture. The personal development is absolutely essential. You have to do that because it's going to allow you to overcome a lot of obstacles,
including your own.
Yeah, particularly. This is your biggest
competition.
Biggest enemy right here.
Competition. So if you're listening, your biggest competition is the 6 inches between your ears. That's why personal development is so important.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the business itself, a couple of things. One, this is not a hobby. It really isn't. It's huge business. $200 billion worth of goods and services moved through this model worldwide last year. Somewhere between 8,000 and 10,000 companies operate in this marketing model, this space. Huge business. The concept of, got a little side gig, be serious about it. Because it will deliver any dream you've got, you could possibly conceive of, if you consistently, persistently do what you need to do. And what you need to do more than anything is simply bring new people to the table. That's it. That's all you do. That's your whole job. New people to the table to have the product, buy the product, new people to the table to show the business to. And I constantly train that be open for business. When you step out of your door in the morning, be open for business. Have your tools with you that you can give to somebody, because third party is where you're going to grow. Be the messenger, not the message. You don't have to learn everything. In this marketing model, and me as a pharmacist, I had a 6-year degree, and I had to learn everything before I could go take a test and then go to work. In this marketing model, you can start today and learn as you earn, because you plug into a simple system. Do it consistently, persistently, and it doesn't matter how much that time is for you. 2 hours a week, 5 hours a week, as long as you consistently, persistently do it week after week after week after week, you will have any degree of success that you're looking for. And it's what your degree of success that matters, not mine, yours.
Wow. Well, there you have it, my friends. Ron Forrester, Leslie Hocker, two of the top professionals in the network marketing or relationship marketing profession. Thank you so much for the time that you spent with us. I know you've been traveling and just got home, and you're very gracious to take the time today. So we want to thank you again. Look forward to seeing you at the ANMP this year, and I'm assuming you'll be there. So hopefully we'll be able to
absolutely.
connect.
We will definitely be there, and we want to thank you for all that you do for the network marketing profession, for the relationship marketing profession, and for giving us the honor of being able to share with some people and help people.
Absolutely. I'm going to say this final thing for you. I love getting your cards.
Especially when they have those brownies attached to them, or some of those fancy cookies.
Oh, well, we must not have deserved brownies yet.
We better be sending brownies your way then. They're dangerous. So you'll have to eat a brownie and then take some of your products to take off what you put on with the brownies.
To counter, our health and wellness anti-aging products. Absolutely.
Well, thank you all very much. We appreciate you, and take care. All of you listening, make sure you share this show with other people. Tell them about it. Just incredible words of wisdom from two of the finest. And we'll see you on another episode of Relationship Marketing Podcast. And take care, everybody. We'll see you now.
If you have enjoyed this episode of the Relationship Marketing Podcast with Cody B, be sure to subscribe to the show and leave a review so that together we can get this message, The Power of Human Connection, out to the world. You can find Cody's new book, The Power of Human Connection, on Amazon or the Send Out Cards gift store.